enjoy the 80s for a little bit longer. Ain't happening. Triple digits and snuck back up on us. You know, a lot. Again, a lot. So I'm sorry if you hear the air blowing real hard. The air is fighting the heat. And the heat is really trying, okay? Blessed God. But anyway, I wanted to briefly say something about something that I heard today. Prophetess Tiffany Montgomery, blessed God. I'm going back through some things, and I know God has me listening to some stuff on purpose, for the purpose of something she mentioned in one of the messages I listened to today was skin to skin. Skin to skin. And I remember doing skin to skin with my older son. He was my preemie baby. And they suggested, you know, once he got off of once he got off of staying on, you know, his tubes and all of that for most of the time, that I start coming in for a certain period of time and doing skin to skin with him, because it would help him to thrive better, and it would increase his chances of getting to come home sooner. And blessed God, it did. I was doing everything under the sun, you know, to ensure that my baby came home early, and he ended up literally coming home like a month early. He was 2 months premature. He was born 2 months premature, 8 weeks. Blessed God, ain't that something? And he came home in November versus December. His due date was December 24th. Blessed God. And it made me think about skin to skin. Of course, she was speaking about being skin to skin with our Father God. Absolutely. When we get skin to skin, how He strengthens us to thrive. When we get skin to skin, how He increases us in our health. We're premature in some things, and by us being skin to skin, it accelerates the things that we were premature in, and He is increasing our health spiritually with Him. But it made me even think about a relationship. You know, I talked about kingdom marriage August 31st, and it made me think about, you know, the dating stages of you know, kingdom marriage, the courtship, if you will. And why I spoke about not really going off into, you know, the physicality of sex prematurely, because we know that just opens doors to a lot of things that we don't need to open doors to, because number one is fornication, number two is, well, it should be number two is fornication, number one is adultery, because it's us cheating on God. Number two is adultery. Number three, it becomes idolatrous, because it's us really loving the fact of receiving that gratification before it's time, versus more than we love our obedience to God, which is to refrain from that. But it's something with the skin to skin, and you definitely want to be prayerful in this too. But it made me think about, you know, different ways that you can still be intimate with your partner. Definitely prayer. I think there's a beautiful thing with intimacy with prayer in your partner. Absolutely. First and foremost, you know. And sometimes the enemy will make that seem like it's so mundane, like it's embarrassing to do. He'll make you seem like, you know, well, maybe you can pray for your partner somewhere else, but not having to pray for your partner with your partner. It's a beautiful thing to be able to fight through that and pray with your partner. I remember there's been times where God told me to pray, you know, with someone, and what did I do? What did I do? Blessed God. I engaged in something I ain't had no business engaging in, and then ended up praying afterwards. They may have known I was praying, they may not have, but I was praying afterwards. definitely praying for forgiveness, but I was praying for them as well. And that wasn't what he asked me to do. That wasn't what he asked me to do. He just said pray. He didn't tell me go, get skin to skin like that. But but back to the skin to skin, it made me think about another way of being intimate. Sometimes it's literally, the simple things such as, being skin to skin in another way. Maybe you can literally, for women, and be led by the Holy Spirit with this. Don't put yourself in a position to be tempted into something that leads into something else, okay? But women, like in your bra, men, bare chest or whatever the case may be. I'm one of those who likes the simple, what people may call the corny stuff, but I think it's a beautiful thing. Listening to each other's heartbeat. I love to lay my head against, the heart and just listen to the heartbeat. Now, of course, being where I am, blessed God, it's, it's been some months since I've been in a situation, but when you are in fellowship with someone who is, your partner, who is your wife or your husband already, I think even, everything doesn't have to be sex right at the moment. You can do something different that actually leads up to that. These are for the ones who are married now. This is something that can lead up to that. But for this moment, literally do a skin to skin. Sometimes just have yourselves, chest to chest, not breast to chest, but chest to chest. I said it was wrong, okay? But chest to chest, and just embrace and feel each other and literally just inhale, exhale each other, and you could be saying a prayer to God silently for them, and then you can say a prayer aloud together, take turns saying, a prayer for one another in that moment. Maybe think about, once again, the book of the Song of Solomon or the Song of Songs, where it was, one section where it's her, and then one section where it's him, and then one section where it's her, and when it's him. I think things like that are beautiful, and it brings a different kind of intimacy. It brings a different kind of togetherness for couples. It brings a different kind of togetherness for those who may be, on their way to marriage. You know what I'm saying? Just a thought. Just a thought. That may be something that we get to explore in Kingdom Marriage this month. I'm not sure, but if God says so, then we'll do that. But it's very interesting. But I'm going to dive into that skin to skin because I think that is very, very interesting. And like I said, it made me think about a time where, my baby boy was in the hospital, and I was given the suggestion to do skin to skin, and how much it helped him thrive. And I mean, he started thriving so great to where it was like within the week where he came home. Yeah. And even though it was a different experience when he came home, because Lord knows he had me on my toes, because he had to eat like every 2 to 3 hours, but it was okay because that was my baby, and I was willing to sacrifice my sleep to get him to the optimal health that he needed to be, and to love him in that way. So yeah, went longer than what I expected, but I am Brandy, and I pray that your day is going well, and that it continues to. And I'll catch you in the next one. All right, y'all be blessed.